the Rising Star Wrestling All-Star Championship! Introducing your competitors, highly acclaimed, highly recommended, Cameron Gates! The submission gangster, Bret the Threat! I know she liked me. The Deadlift King, CJ Tino! And the Playmaker, J2
Someone get the shots on deck. Spin ready. I am the star. I am the star. Get that on camera. I am the star.
Folks, it is time for your main event, and we are starting it out hot as all men are going after each other. As we know, we saw these men compete in first round action earlier tonight. It is CJ Tino, J2 Mattioli, Cameron Gates, and Bret the Threat all vying it out here in this fatal four-way elimination match.
Wasting no time, Chase. I mean, we were speculating earlier on in the first round how their stamina, their endurance would be, but clearly they are coming out of the gate hot.
You can see Bret the Threat, Cam Gates looking to become a little bit of a duo here in this fatal four-way match, and now CJ Tino and J2 Mattioli, the hometown boys, are letting them know exactly why this is their town.
But the enemy of my enemy could very well be my friend. For this main event with a championship on the line, this is a fatal four-way eliminator match, which means just because you pin or submit someone, they're just eliminated from that match. But the match continues with 3 until 2, and only 1 remains.
All men against each other. All men for themselves.
CJ Tino, J2 Mattioli, 2 standard bearers here in San Diego. Hold for hold, some of the best we have to offer. High octane action incoming.
Massive shoulder tackle from J2 Mattioli to CJ Tino. Leapfrog from Tino, and now both men have each other so scouted here.
Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Mr. 551 taking it to the high red district. Springboard once again.
Looking for that crossbody, potentially getting a PS2 for his troubles from J2 Mattioli. And there it is!
Excellent power slam, spinning all the way down to a deep impact. But Cameron Gates, meanwhile, like a coyote, scouting for his opportunity. What a scavenger, stomping J2 Mattioli out.
And both men, now Bret the Threat and Cam Gates, taking the boots to the Playmaker. Don't know if he had this in his match tonight, but here we go. Taking that sternum a beating.
Meanwhile, CJ Tino fighting back against Bret the Threat. That is a match I would love to see. Every single one of these mix-ups are an incredible match down the line that I would love to see. But now it is all for gold on the line. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get each other advantage, whether they're working together temporarily or working together until they're the only 2 left.
All these men have been champions in their own right, but tonight there's only one title on the line, and that is the new Rising Star All-Star Championship. And J2 Mattioli is giving these 2 a run for their money as he takes down Cam Gates, and now a back elbow to Bret the Threat.
2-on-1 action. Fireman's carry point. What's he got?
Jeez, look at the strengths! This man just had a almost 15-minute time limit draw match before this. Somehow taken into second gear.
Double Playmaker knee starches Bret and Cam.
Not able to get a cover on either of them, but hoping to get the Playmaker lariat on Bret the Threat.
Kicks out the arm.
Oh, face first goes J2, and now
right back to that submission.
yanking it in.
What's it gonna be? Middle of the ring, nowhere to go.
Does Day 2 have enough energy? No, he does not! Wow!
What an upset!
Holy crap, Barry Sweeney. What an upset elimination we just saw. I thought J2 might have been one of the last two competitors in this match.
The equilibrium of this match has dramatically changed. J2 Mattioli, always an odds-on favorite, especially in his hometown turf of San Diego. Now Tino bearing that flag, but it could be 2-on-1 right now, even though he is exerting his strength and speed. But Bret the Threat eliminating J2 Mattioli, and he's about to eliminate the chances of Tino.
Tino fighting 2-on-1 now as Cam and Bret have shown that they can be a well-oiled machine, even though it is all men for themselves. But Mr. San Diego wants to hold yet another SoCal title, and he's hoping to do that tonight by vanquishing these two and holding up the All-Star Championship.
And Chase, notice Cameron Gates. Notice how he's picking his spots opportunistically. He is licking his wounds, letting Bret the Threat do all the heavy lifting for him.
Like two hyenas picking at their food, just picking the bones of Tino. And God, I mean, the match he already had to go through with Damian Drake, but now just the offense, the damage he is getting from these two. Shake, shimmy, and roll, fastball, punch, knocks him out.
Meanwhile, Bret the Threat says, I'll show you how it's done. Clubbering blows the kidneys.
Oh, Cam Gates, well, not too happy that he took his spot. And now fastball punch for his troubles.
But perhaps that confidence might not exactly pay in his favor now. Meanwhile, Tino right the man in the middle. Cam Gates at the top. Double DDT. Ugly landing, but spikes them both.
Both men might be out, as we can see Cam Gates looking for covers on both, only able to get 2 counts from both Bret and Tino.
Frustration beginning to set in after he turned on his only ally, and now the odds, 33.3, continuing. But this could be it for Tino.
We saw him in that, with that news.
No, it's Zaguri to Bret the Threat instead. Looking to hook Tino up.
Can he get that driver? No, looking for a backslide is Tino, but already so much damage to the back, so much damage to his midsection, not able to get the leverage.
Out of the corner, Chaos Theory incoming!
And he gets it!
Excellent bridge, and that's gotta be it for Cam Gates!
1-on-1, Bret the Threat, Tino. Will it be the submission gangster or Mr. 551 looking to become Mr. 561 as he wants to end 10 pounds of gold to his waist?
And as Bret the Threat looms on the outside, he understands the final barricade, the final border for his chances at victory is Tino.
A West Coast champion in his own right, the New Japan Strong Survivor. Painting a line in the sand is Bret. San Francisco versus San Diego. Which man walks out standing as champion?
Clubbering blows, just putting their bodies on the line. I thought they expended all of their energy before in the first round. They've clearly got so much to spare. That is exactly the caliber of champion that we can come to expect, whether or not it's Bret the Threat, whether or not it's Tino.
Fighting out from under him with euros upon galore. It is Tino, but now eating one of his own from Bret the Threat.
And this match could go so many directions. The power game, the strength game, the striking, and the submissions between these two. They are both devastating mat workers, and the absolute bombs being thrown right now. Chase, criminy.
Both men are hungry, both men are angry, both men understand what's at stake, and Tino evading it, hitting the ropes, and now it's time for those patented 5-5-1 drop kicks from the Deadlift King.
I don't know where he finds it, Chase.
Moving into second gear, third gear, fourth. Oh, but it doesn't matter with a massive clothesline from Bret the Threat.
Turns him inside out, and he's looking for that arm once again. He's looking for the arm bar. Tino holding on for dear life. S-lock applied.
That's what makes him so lethal. Bret able to hit you with every move he can and then transition it in every submission he has. And we know if he can get into that arm bar, it is over. But no, a deadlift.
Everest deadlift climbs the mountain. Can this be it now?
That was as close as we were going to get to a 3 count here. Wow, Barry.
And unlike our other matches in this tournament, unlike our other matches earlier on in the program, this has no time limit. This could go all night.
And both these competitors have the ability to tap into that second gear, to tap into that energy reserve, for they understand there is glory in the spoils when it comes to the winner's purse. And that winner's purse tonight is that All-Star Championship.
Look at this, double under, right back into that tiger suplex.
Did so much damage to Boa with that, but now looking to transition to a cattle mutilation.
And the agony on CJ Tino's face says it all. Devastating maneuver, not just on the arms, but the back and the neck, just wrenching away and right back to that Kimura lock.
We saw that take out Boa, we saw that take out J2 Mattioli, will it take out CJ Tino, but they're able to get to the ropes.
Ring awareness could be the decision maker in this bout tonight. CJ Tino fighting for dear life as he clutches his injured arm.
Barry looking at these two men with as much damage as Tino has taken. What does he need to bring from his reserve to win this match against the submission gangster?
It's all about that sixth man. It's all about that intangible connection that CJ Tino has with the San Diego faithful. And it's going to take so much more than that and then some to take down Bret the Threat. And it's all coming up roses as far as he's concerned. He's going to be making that long drive back to San Francisco with, like you said, 10 more pounds of gold in his chest.
You can see Bret the Threat ever confident tonight. I mean, how can you not be when you take out the playmaker, the likes of Cam Gates, and now looking to set his sights at CJ Tino. But no, the Deadlift King had other answers for him.
Well scouted, Enziguri, nothing going now. Sleeper hold applied. Looking to choke the life. CJ Tino fighting the ropes. God!
Kicking out the arm. But no, CJ Tino, and then that heel hook.
What's he going for here? Roll up quick, right back into the Boston Crab.
Wow, and just like Bret able to piece one move to the next,
Turns him over, wrenching in, steps over, deep, deep, deep submission. Inches from the ropes. So close, so close.
Is
he gonna tap me?
There it is! It is Mr. 551's night. Or should we call him Mr. 561 as he adds 10 pounds of gold to his waist as the new Rising Star All-Star Champion. Take a bow, Mr. Strong Survivor. You deserve it.
CJ Tino defying the odds time and time and time again in a fatal four-way eliminator against the likes of J2 Mattioli, of Cam Gates, and of Bret the Threat. Nothing to be ashamed of from any competitor in this tournament. Everybody showed up and showed out and showed why Rising Star is going to be a cut above the rest of Southern California, a cut above the professional wrestling scene of the independents today. And with a champion like CJ Tino, that is a standard bearer if I ever saw one.
The best of the best come here to fight and hone in their skills, and tonight the standard bearer from going forward is none other than the Deadlift King, CJ Tino, as he becomes our inaugural champion.
So glad all of you folks could come through for our event Supernova tonight for Rising Star. An incredible competition, an incredible showing from CJ Tino and everybody else up and down the card. This has been a labor of love, and a labor of love for the sport that we love. And of course, the love of one another, Jan Tino. Incredible stuff, Chase. Truly, truly, truly.
And now just taking in the adulation of the crowd is Mr. 551. Get your flowers while you can. And there you can see, holding that title as our proud first champion is Mr. 551.
An excellent showing, excellent main event. Can't wait for our next, I believe, July. Hold on.
But a menace awakens from the shadows to stare the Deadlift King in his face. He wants to be the first challenger for that gold.
Whether or not the rankings reflect six-man tag victor, and he could be our next Rising Star All-Star champion, but we will see. For Chase Mansfield, I've been Barry Sweeney, and we will see you next time for Rising Star Wrestling.